So, you just made a new survival world, and you have all these massive projects in mind. A castle with medieval houses, or a huge city. And then 5 minutes later, you give up and did something else. Relatable? This is the first mistake. If you don't consider yourself a good builder, start small. And to do that, you make something like this, what we call a small starter house, to not only set you up for survival, but also to warm you up on building. You want to start by making a box, but this box is boring. Make a section like this jut out and breaking that box. Making a section like this jut out and breaking that box will improve it drastically. If you want to know how drastic the change is, stick to the end. Once you have the shape, you raise it and add the frame and the foundation. Use something like oak logs for framing and brick or cobblestone for the foundation. This makes the build look like it's integrated in the ground rather than just plonked on top. Now listen, a lot of people will find this step really difficult, but it's actually not. While making the roof, make sure that you are using a different material, preferably the darker version of whatever you have on the walls. Oak to spruce, spruce to dark oak to stone brick to black stone bricks. Now in the shape, we have here a very simple one, but we can improve this by just adding some shape as well. As you can see here, these ones are touching. If we add the shape, we leave a massive gap between them and we can possibly decorate this part later on. A lot of people don't do this, but it's actually really helpful. Blending in similar textures is a small detail, but it makes the build less bland and more interesting to look at. For example, oak logs to stripped spruce, bricks and granite go very well, and even just putting stairs in your walls to make it look like it's aged a bit and gives it depth. Similarly, we add the decorations. We have here some lanterns to light up the place at night, some hanging flower pots with plants using chains, also expanding the foundation, and now it feels like it's actually in the terrain and again, not just plonked on top. Foliage is something most people don't consider, but it really makes the build a part of nature and makes it more alive. I forgot to add trees, but I will make a separate tutorial on that. So consider subscribing if you want. I'm trying to hit 150 before April ends, so I'd really appreciate if you did. Now here is a very important thing, and I want you all to pay attention here. You see this item? Do not use it. If you do, you end up with decent grass but horrible flowers. Flowers here are just placed randomly everywhere. Flowers like poppies grow in clusters. Make sure it is that way. It looks better. Do this, not this. Do this, not this. Okay? Now, every build is not finished without the path. Just adding a dirt or a stone path makes it more interesting. It's like welcoming you to the house, like, hey you, right this way, sir or madam. This looks complete already, but I want to show you how this build would look like with the box shape, and already it looks bad compared to the other one. It just shows you how shape can impact a build like this, right? Also, you can add this item frame with a birch sign on, and you can even rename it to whatever you want. I don't know, I just like it.